Alright, boom. This is how I made $1,800, I think, today. I fucked up the copy trading. It was actually 4 accounts. I meant to be on 5. So that's whatever. But we made profit today. Anyway, the point is, I'll go over how I caught a W today. Today was quite fucking easy, in my opinion. It's a very high probable day. So what do I see going into today? What was my bias? Well, I see that for the whole of last week, first of all, before I say anything, the whole of last week, we had so many pumps to the upside that was so not sponsored by ES or NQ, and we just kept on leaving unsponsored lows, relative equal lows, as draws on liquidity to be taken out, right? And so we finally get these news drivers, send us higher, take out this high, and then we got displacement below this low. Now, what did the higher time frame look like to me? Well, the way I viewed it was, we're obviously bullish, 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 but where are we delivering from? Well, we're delivering from this buy side liquidity, and we displaced below the low that had already rebalanced into the BISI once. We reswept that low again. So this low should be protected and not traded to, right? Because it reswept this low within a BISI. So if we get displacement below it, then we'll most likely continue lower. And in which we did get displacement below it, inverted this gap, and on top of that, we're delivering from this bearish gap and obviously trending bearish. So our order flow and our delivery is from bearish gaps, right? And we're disrespecting bullish PD rays and displacing below lows. Now, going into market open, I got back from the gym at like 9:31. So originally, this was a pretty fucking good short. We took out this internal high within this 5-minute CIBI, got displacement to the downside, and rebalanced into the CIBI with displacement. And if you entered off the mid candle, you could have taken this trade and targeted even just like a 1-to-1. Boom. Or like, let's say you entered a bit late here. You could have done this and went break even at this low. Boom, it still would have ran. But anyway, I waited for price to take out this high again within this 5-minute CIBI right here, this 5-minute bearish gap. Now, at this point, I thought that maybe price could take out this high, especially because ES was really, really close to taking out this high, right? But instead, from that, we got an instant flip to the downside with clear relative equal lows, easiest draw of all time. And I was like, realistically, it's such a low probable chance that we don't get delivery to all of these lows here, especially because the volatility was great and we moved with a lot of speed and efficiency with bearish volume, and it looked pretty low resistance to me, meaning the delivery on our draws on liquidity were very good. So from that, we obviously get instant flip from this internal high. I don't care that ES created relative equal highs. If we get bearish structure, we get bearish algorithmic signatures, I will still take a short. Especially because we have these clean draws on liquidity to the downside. So we end up inversing this gap on this exact candle, but this candle failed to close above previous candle low. So I was like, maybe we'll chop around, then reverse, especially because we left relative equal highs. But as soon as this candle right here, 940, started displacing below this wick low, I knew that we were going to inverse this gap, continue to this low. And if we take out this low, we're definitely taking out these lows because the draws are so close to us. So the drawn liquidity was clear. We waited for a retrace, displacement-based entry. Now, your stop loss was valid here, but I was risking 5 micros, so I could have had like up to a $50 stop loss to risk $500, and then I took out at this low, easy as pie. Then we got a retracement, still left all these relative equal lows. We formed an SMT, but wicked up into this order block, displacement below this SMT. This was a really good re-entry. Boom, TP hit. And then again, a really good continuation short back to the downside when we got a rebalance into this 15-minute, still edging these lows here. And from there, we get a displacement to the downside. We rebalance into this 5-minute bearish gap, right? To make it more clear, to know that we were going to inverse this. So we inversed this gap, plus we got a reaction off this 5-minute gap, then displacement off of it, and this could have been another entry right here. So overall, today was a very fucking easy day, but that's all you need really. All you fucking need is a simple model, continuation, draws liquidity, that is it. And today we made almost 2K, so yeah, W. Alright, here's just going to be a quick end to the video. If you're interested in the way we trade and you've seen our backtesting videos, you can see that we have a low risk reward but high win rate system, which is optimal for prop firms, that literally rinses the fuck out of them. And everyone who rinses prop firms will trade this way. And it's proven, right? We've got payouts and it's an 87.74% win rate for the entirety of 2024. And we just provide so much free source. You can join the server or not, I don't really care. But we teach you how to do the straddle method, pass 5 to 10 funded accounts with a 90% accuracy every month, which is basically full potting CPI. We teach you how to trade all of the news drivers, and we have 3 years worth of back-tested data on each of these months, right? Boom. So yeah, if you want to join, join. If not, I don't really care. But yeah, that's it.